Hi, students. Today, I'd like to talk to you about what we're going to do this week in reading. And then I'd also like to help you get started on your reading activity for Tuesday today. So let's start by talking about the story that we're going to be reading. We are reading The Elephant and the Blind Men, and you can find this in your Google app or in Google Classroom or your HMH app or your Google Classroom. And after you've read it, or even during while you're reading it, you're going to create a plot line in your notebook. So let me go ahead and go to that. Um, so just to show you the story right here, it is assigned to you in Google Classroom, and Read Aloud is available. Um, if you notice, it did say that you're supposed to make a plot line, and if you click on this link, it'll take you to an example of a plot line, or like so that you can use this to fill out. Notice that the characters are introduced in the beginning, so you could write the characters down. You could also write the setting down. Once you realize what the conflict is, you can write the conflict in. And then I'd have at least three events listed, and that's called your rising action. So actually, I'm going to put that in. Rising action. And then um, at the very greatest intense moment of the story where there's a change, that's called the climax of the story. And then the events that happen after that are the following action to the resolution, where the conflict has been resolved, or you could even think about it as solved. So let's look at this story, and I'll help you get started. The Elephant and the Blind Men. And so you can play the audio and listen. But it says right here, one morning, many years ago, a cheerful crowd was gathered along either side of the road leading into their village. So we know that the setting is a road leading into a village. We could write that down in our notebook. The people had heard that a merchant and his elephant would soon pass by on their way to a nearby town. No one in the crowd had ever seen a real elephant before. Some of the smaller children were perched high on their parents' shoulders. Some boys and girls waved colorful flags. There were lots of laughter and good natured banter as some of the villagers tried to jostle their way to the front of the crowd. It was a happy occasion. At the back of the crowd, there were six blind men. They were eager to learn what an elephant looked like, too. When someone cried out, it's coming, look! Here it is! Here it comes!" One of the men felt someone moving beside him. The blind man reached out, and his hand touched the arm of a young boy who had just joined the crowd. "Can you see the elephant?" the man asked the boy. "Is it as big as some people say? Tell us what it looks like." Unfortunately, a group of adults were standing in front of the boy. They blocked his view. The boy had only ever seen pictures of the elephant, and he really wanted an opportunity to see this animal close. So he called out loudly, "Hey, mister, your elephant is truly a most unusual beast. These men from our village are blind. They have been asking me questions about your elephant. Why don't you stop a moment and let them feel it with their hands, and then they will know what it looks like?" And so here we could stop and we could go look at our plot line again, and we could fill in an event where the elephant shows up with the merchant and the blind men can't see and they don't know what the elephant looks like. And then the second event could be that the boy called to the merchant and asked him to stop and let the blind men feel the elephant so they can see what it looks like. So the conflict is that the blind men want to know what the elephant looks like, but they can't see it. You're going to finish reading the story and finish filling the plot diagram yourself. And if you get stuck, you can come back and look at this chart or listen to the story, that part of the story again. Good luck, and I'll talk to you real soon.